Hi, I am Chef Suzanne Barr, and I work with my own company, Suzanne Barr Foods. I grew up in South Florida, but I lived in Toronto for about 10 years. So the Modern German restaurant that I'm working on in South Florida and Miami came in as a consulting chef, and I've really kind of helped to bring the restaurant to life and visioning the first opening menu. So I've been a chef for 15 years. Before this, I did something completely different, but my love for food has always been there, from a child to in my early 20s, and then in my 30s finding my way back into school and enrolling in culinary school and finding my passion to become a chef. My start really came from the first restaurant that I worked at, which was A Bistro, and that was in Brooklyn, where I was living at the time. A Bistro was the restaurant that was a mom and pop owned restaurant that, for me, it really kind of pushed me as a chef, because I came in as a line cook, and then by the time I left, I was a sous chef. And I got to learn about my trade, I got to learn about menu development, I got to run my own meals. I think I found my love in craft of understanding how to build a menu and how to build my own vision of what the food I wanted to make. And also while watching an independently run business with a family at the helm. So that part was really instrumental in when I knew I would one day open my own restaurant, which we did with Saturday Dinette. Yeah, my career has been quite interesting. You know, I went to art school, I was an art school dropout, but leaving art school, I immediately just stayed within the film and television industry, because that's what my major was when in art school. And I think I wanted to understand how feeling and food could work together. And so for me, that was leaving what I had known, which was working at MTV Networks, and going into a whole new realm of a world of hospitality that I knew little about, but I could really appreciate the fact that it was really strong about your skills and your passion, driven by your own raw talent. And, you know, meeting myself back to, back home, coming back to Toronto, which was always a dream as an adult, but it finally happened, at a stage in my career where I was like, we're gonna stay here, we're gonna live here, we're gonna open a restaurant with my husband. We've been nominated for a few awards as a restaurant, Best Brunch, Best New Restaurant in Toronto. We received the top 8 position for the Best New Restaurant in Canada. These awards are benchmarks. They're almost like notches on okay, I've done that, and that's wonderful, and I celebrate those, but that's not driving me. What is driving me is my pursuit, my passion, my love, my ability to do the things that I love to do. I'm definitely a type of chef that does this work because I love it, and it gives me a lot of perspective on who I am and where I've come from.